Like any other nation in the world, Serbs have some strange and crazy names. Huge majority of Serb names are considered ordinary. Serb law forbids giving insulting names to kids. People working in the registry office can refuse to register a name they find to be potentially harming. This is fertile ground for controversies. One Serb couple wanted to name their son Alessandro. Their demand was rejected because Alessandro is an Italian name. Many people in Serbia believe this was wrong. Parents should be able to name their kids however they wanted. Since the law is vague, registry clerks can act however they wish. Child has to be given a name within 30 days since birth. If this doesn't happen, then registry clerks choose name. How are Serb names categorized? There are two groups, Christian names and ethnic names. Christian names are taken from the Bible, but they are adjusted to Serbian language. I will state some Christian names in Serbian and their English equivalents. Petar, Peter, Pavle, Paul, Jovan, John, Matej, Matthew, Ilya, Elijah. Interesting fact, Christ is called Christ in Serbian. The female name Christina and male name Christifor derive from Christ. In recent decades, Christina became a popular name, though it is considered to be a Catholic name. Some names change. Danilo was Serb equivalent of English name Daniel. But in recent decades, the name Daniel became popular in Serbia. The female version of the name is Daniela. Maria is Serb equivalent of English name Mary. Jelena is one of the most popular female names in Serbia. Jelena is after St. Helen, the mother of Constantine, founder of Byzantine Empire. Serbs adopted many names from Byzantine Empire. Some examples are Theodora, Konstantin, Zoya, Irena. Ethnic names are equally popular like Christian names. Many Serb names are formed from blending two words. Čedomir comes from Čedo and Mir. Čedo means child in Serbian and Mir means peace. Čedomir could translate as child of peace. Tihana comes from verb tihovati, which translates as praying in quiet. Many Serb names are considered outdated today. Some names were invented in recent centuries. Vladimir Jovanović was 19th century Serb politician who lived in Habsburg Empire. He had many political ideals and decided to name his children after them. His son was named Slobodan, which means free. His daughter was named Pravda, which means justice. Interestingly, the name Pravda never gained popularity. Vladimir's son Slobodan Jovanović became a very famous politician and historian. But the name Slobodan gained huge popularity only during World War II and afterwards. Now name Slobodan is often associated with Milosevic. Nowadays, very few children are named Slobodan or Slobodanka. Slobodanka is female version of the name Slobodan. Do all Serb names have male and female versions? Most of them have male and female versions, but not all. For example, the name Novak has no female version. Other names without female versions include Uroš, Blagoje, Nemanja. Female names without male versions include Milica, Ljubica, Ana, Irena. What are the naming traditions among Serbs? Serbs have only one first name. Though in medieval times Serbs had two names. Example is Stefan Nemanja. Some celebrities in Serbia gave two names to their children. This was seen as eccentric. This new fashion didn't take root among ordinary Serbs. Serbs often name children after their relatives. Most kids are named after their grandparents. Interestingly, kids are sometimes named after the parent of opposite gender. Bojana would be named after her father Bojan. Vladan would be named after his mother Vladanka. Naming the boy after his father usually occurs if the child was born after father's death. Naming the son after living father is seen as egotistical. Serb kids are named after living and deceased relatives alike. Serbian law allows people to change their name when they turn 18. One couple wanted to change their toddler's name. They were told to have another child if they liked the name so much. Usually people modify their names to sound more modern. Ljubomirka might become Ljubica. In recent decades, many former nicknames became actual names. Tanya was nicknamed for Tatiana. But today, Tanya is often a legit first name. Some international names reach Serbia. Mia and Lea are such names. Now a new problem arises. You cannot baptize your child in Serbian Orthodox Church as Lea. Lea would be baptized as Maria, for example. This might be a huge problem one day if Lea Maria wants to marry in the church. She is Maria in the eyes of God, and she wouldn't be able to use name Lea during wedding ceremony. Luckily for Lea, Serbia recognizes only civil marriages. Why do some Serbs want to give exotic names to their children? Some Serbs plan to move to other countries where the names like Dragoslav and Verica raise eyebrows, while others simply want their kids to be different from other children. General public sees this as a sign of the parents being vulgar. Foreign names are also accepted by mixed couples. Mixed couple refers to the people from different ethnic background. Choosing foreign name is like a compromise. If you want to give Serb name to your child, you need to research the meaning and the spelling. Borisav and Borislav are not the same name. Borisav would mean all in battle. Borislav would mean glorious in battle. Serbs didn't accept all Slavic names. Yaroslav is not Serb name, though it is Slavic name. There is no reason why some Slavic names are popular among Serbs and others are not. Some Slavic names have Serbian equivalents. The most famous examples are the names Jovan and Ivan. Jovan and Ivan are both versions of English name John. Both Jovan and Ivan baby names are popular in Serbia. Other South Slavs share some baby names with Serbs, but not all of them. Croats and Slovenes don't use the name Jovan. Serbs don't use the name Franjo or Franja. Foreigners often think that all names with suffix a are female. Nikola, Andrea, Mateja are all boy names in Serbia. Foreigners like to translate Serb names, which I really dislike. Serbs did this in the past. English Queen Elizabeth I was called Jelisaveta in history textbooks in Serbia. I think original names should be kept intact. Since Nikola is considered girl name in England, English like to modify Serb name Nikola. Nikola becomes Nikolai or Nicholas. The problem is that Serbs already have the name Nikolai. Nikola and Nikolai are the versions of the same name. In the old days, Serbs often left the baby naming to the kum. Kum is both godfather and witness at a wedding. Kum is very respected in Serb families. Sometimes kum chose the baby name against parents' wishes. Today, kum accepts parents' wishes most of the time. Many Serbs don't celebrate name day. This is often due to Serbs being named after the saint on whose day they were born. This means their birthday and name day overlap. Some strange names became normal in Serbia. Examples are female names Jagoda, English strawberry, Iskra, English sparkle, Srna, English do. and male names Golub, English pigeon, Labud, English swan, and Srećko, English lucky. The names still considered crazy are Karanfil, English carnation for boys, and Pahuljica, English snowflake for girls. Some baby names have deep meanings. Nenad is derived from Nenadan, which means unexpected. Nenad is name given to surprise babies. If parents have several daughters and want a son, they might name their last daughter Stanica. Stanica derives from the word meaning stop. By giving the name Stanica, parents announce their wish to stop having daughters. Vuk or Wolf is the name given to sickly children. It is all believed that the child will get strength from being named after a strong animal. What are the most popular names in Serbia? It depends on the decade and current fashion. In 2021, most popular name was Mia for girls and Relja for boys. Most common name in Serbia is Milica for girls and Nikola for boys. Ethnic minorities in Serbia have their own names. Serbian law allows them to spell their names according to their own traditions. Some choose to spell their names according to Serbian language. The good example is Hungarian name Attila. Hungarians in Serbia can spell it with one or two-letter T, Attila or Attila. Serbs who are unhappy with their names often use nicknames. This is one of the reasons why there are so many nicknames in Serbia. There is no list of forbidden names. It all depends on the registry clerk. This is very unfair because one name may be allowed in Belgrade but forbidden in Čačak. Serbian law allows only 3-word names. This is the reason why you will never find Serbs with 6 first names or 3 last names. Serbian families usually go to minor civil war over choosing baby name. Grandparents, aunts and uncles all have their favorite names. Some might take it as personal insult if their favorite name wasn't chosen. This becomes even bigger deal since Serb families usually have only 1 or 2 children. This means there won't be another opportunity to use certain baby name.